Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Viva la Vida Makeup. If you want to know how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. Let's go ahead and get started. So for priming, I used the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, which I really like because it glides on nicely to the skin and it gives me a very mattifying finish. And by the way, those hands that you see are my mom's. She does help me blend everything out and apply the product since I'm unable to because I don't have enough strength. And she's a little camera shy, so she only wants to show her hands. So for foundation, I'll be using the Huda Beauty. It's my first time using it, so hopefully I like it. So what I have her do is put a little bit on her hand and then just dab little dots around my face to later blend with the brush. Okay, so the next thing I do is conceal my eyes. I only tend to conceal when I do a full glam. Since tonight I am going to the Banda MS concert, I said I need to go full on out with this makeup, a full glam, full beat face. I am going to conceal with the Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS. So what I do is I grab the concealer, I do a line under my eyes, like that, then I bring it down, and then I do a few strokes like this. I know some people like to do it just literally under the eye and not any lower than that, only where they have their eye bags. But I like to bring it down to the nose because it just gives me a brighter look to my face. So now we're going to go ahead and blend. So I try to blend as much as I can, but I don't have enough strength. So what I like to tell my mom to do is just use the foundation brush and help me blend a little bit more. That way you can't see any harsh line between the concealer and the foundation. So now I'm going in with my Studio Fix powder from MAC. Ever since I started wearing makeup, this is the powder I've been using. I've tried many other powders and they're just not the same. They don't give me the same coverage, and I like high coverage, full coverage. So I don't think I'm planning to change this unless I discontinue it. So next up, I like to set my entire face with my Cover FX mattifying setting spray. So since I am doing a full glam, I don't always use translucent powder unless I'm doing a full glam. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I basically put it where I put the concealer. This helps the makeup stay all night long with the mattifying finish. Makes it last longer for sure. I like to put it on my arruguitas, my wrinkles, the smile line. So my face is pretty oily, and this powder does help mattify it. So what I like to do is put some on my chin. I know some people like to put concealer in this area to brighten it up more, but I honestly never do. I don't know, no specific reason. I just rarely do. I feel like it does brighten up my under eyes though, but not these other areas. Okay. So next up, I'll be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Chocolate. In the past, I've used other eyebrow pencils and they just don't do the job for me. My face is very oily, so anything that I would bump into, you know, hug anybody, touch my face, whatever the case may be, they would easily smear. So I finally tried this eyebrow pencil. You know, I heard everybody talking about it and I just thought, oh, it's, you know, it's very overrated and whatnot. But it's not. It does the job for me. I like to comb my eyebrows first. Comb them out. I have like no eyebrows, you guys. So what I like to do is outline my eyebrows first. So I like to outline the bottom. I just like to trace my natural eyebrows. This is how my eyebrows looked outlined from the bottom. So I like to do the bottom first. I know they're not perfect. You know, brows are not twins. They're sisters. So now I like to outline the top. Same thing. So here we are with both of my eyebrows outlined from top and bottom. Next, I like to sometimes comb it out. That way it blends out and there's not so much of a harsh line. Although my eyebrows look harsh most of the time, I'm working on trying to make them lighter, but you know, I just don't have a light hand, I guess. So now I'm gonna go ahead and fill it in. I try to focus mainly on filling in the spots, the bald spots basically. But somehow I always end up going harsh. Now that one eyebrow is filled, obviously you're gonna do the same to the other one. So to not bore you guys, I'll be right back. So next up, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows with the same concealer that I use for my under eyes, which is the NARS. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up with the concealer brush from e.l.f. It's just this very tiny brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up just the under part. I know people like to clean up the under part and the top part, but by personal preference, I like to clean the bottom only. So I need to stop talking because it's time to not breathe. So just something like that. Whatever is on there, I just like to pull it down and blend it down to my eyelid. And I like to blend with my fingers. I just find that it blends easier. With whatever's left on my brush, I like to clean up the front part just to kind of square it out a little more with a more precise line. Moving on to my eyelashes, I will use the Colossal Volume Express Mascara from Maybelline. By the way, I rarely use fake lashes. My real lashes are pretty long. The reason I don't like to use fake lashes, well, it's not that I don't like it, I do like it. I just haven't practiced on putting them on myself. I struggle a little bit. But you know, I need to get practicing because I know I can do it. The key here is to really get into the outer corner of your eyes when you're doing your mascara, and into the inner corners. That is key. That will open up the eyes way more. Moving on to my winged liner, I will be using Line Stilleto Liquid Eyeliner from Maybelline. What I like to do is I start from the top here. I point it to where my eyebrow is. And then just slide it down to the outer corner of my eye. And then I go from the corner and just draw like a triangle type thing. However, I do go back with the Q-tip to sharpen it up. So it's still wet. So it's pretty easy to clean up. So like that. And then I go on top of my lash line, do a little thin line, but I start bringing that line diagonally, that way it connects to my lash line. I bring it all the way into my inner corner. Okay, here we are. As you can see, I went ahead and did both of my wing liners. Next up, I'm going to do my eyeshadows. What I use to prime my eyes is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I blend it with my fingers. So for today's look, I'm gonna go for a rose gold smoky eye. So for my transition color, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. It's a bronzer for the face, but who cares? I'm gonna go ahead and use it for my transition color. Just trying to stay on the crease. This is a blending brush, so it's perfect. So just blend, 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 blend in circular motion. So just like that. Next, I'm gonna go in the outer corner and darken this up a little bit. I'm gonna intensify it just to give it that smoky eye. Next, I will be going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Gold eyeshadow palette. So I'll be going with this purpley color. It's called Live in Lavish. And with this brownish coppery color, it's called Love and Cocoa. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix those two.
I'm mainly focusing those two colors on the outer part of my eye.
And I'm going to take it up to the crease. I'm going to go back with my blending brush and just blend those two colors to get rid of all those harsh lines. So just like that. I'm going to go back with the NARS concealer and I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. I'm going to get a different brush to cut it nicely and blend it. The cut crease is done. So it looks something like this.
Now I will be going in with the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place.
So next I'm going to go with this pink with gold tone color. It changes depending on the reflection of the light. I'm going to tap it on. I just feel like it gives it more pigment like this. So what I'm going to do is go back with those two colors, the Live and Lavish and the Love and Cocoa color. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend the outer corner with the pink, because that's where the harsh line of the cut crease finishes. I prefer to have smokier eyes, so this is not really doing it for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get the chocolate gold palette from Too Faced, and I'm going to add a little bit of the black color, which is this color. Decant it. It's just a little bit of black, just tap it a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that in the outer part of my eye where I previously added the purple. I'm going to try my best to go in with a light hand. And I'm going to bring that up to my crease.
Going back with the blending brush, I went ahead and grabbed a little bit more of the Hoola bronzer to blend out all those colors. That way there are no harsh lines.
It looks something like this. So I'm going to go back with my chocolate gold eyeshadow palette from Too Faced. And I'm going to use Rollin' in Dough for the brow bone. I'm going to bring it down a little bit just so it blends in. So I'm going to go back with my blending brush and just blend that in. Now I'm going to go back with my Maybelline Line Stilleto eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and retouch because eyeshadow did get on it.
I am also retouching my eyelashes with a little bit of mascara just to take off any eyeshadow that might have fallen on my eyelashes. You're probably thinking I did my mascara and my eyeliner twice basically, but that is not the case. The reason I do a retouch is because if I were to do my eyeliner and my mascara before my eyeshadow, it would get messy. So I wouldn't want to ruin my eyeshadow, if that makes sense.
You're probably thinking, is this girl never going to take that translucent powder off? Well, it's time. It's time now. The powder has set in a little bit compared to when we started, but now I'm going to brush it off. What I'm going to do before doing the rest of my face is just finish with the eyes. So I'm going to go back with that black eyeshadow color. I'm going to put that in the waterline. So now I'm going to go ahead with the Flexitarian highlighter from ColourPop. And I'm going to go ahead and add that to the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten them up a little more. So after I do that, I apply eyeliner in the inner corner and kind of connect it to the bottom waterline so that I could give it that cat eye effect. I'm going to go in from the top where I put my eyeliner. I'm going to bring it down towards my nose. I'm going to connect it to the bottom part of my eye. Okay, so here is my liner in the inner corner.
This is the Hoola bronzer from Benefit that I've been talking about, which I am now going to use to bronze my face.
So I like to start from the ear, from the top of where the ear starts right here. And I like to bring it down to the corner of my mouth. Just back and forth. Some people contour, bronze their entire face, but honestly this is good enough for me. Next I'm going to go with the blush from the Sephora collection named Too Hot No. 7. This is a very peachy tone blush. I use this blush for almost every look. I love it. It goes with anything. And you can use it for your everyday look, full glam, whatever you'd like. Next, I'm gonna go with the Studio Fix powder from MAC, and I'm gonna blend out the blush. Moving on to highlight, I'm gonna use the Flexitarian that I used for the inner corner when I was doing my eyeshadow. The highest points of my cheeks.
And my nose as well. For lips, I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Dazed. Before setting my face with the setting spray, I like to go ahead and set my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel. I like to do this towards the end because I'm no longer going to put powder on my face or do any touch-ups around my eyes. Lastly, I'm going to set my face with the Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray. And I'll be done. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Sale crujiendo cuando está comiendo atrás.
Chingada madre, que me pisó.
No, ya la pones.
Same. So, ay, me picó el ojo. Parezco fantasma o momia con esto. Del lotero.
5, 6, 7, 8, action.
No, we're not dancing. Es que ocupo un shot.
¿Un shot de qué? Michelle, ¿cómo? They all brand new.
No, el gimador está cerrado, abierto. Shot, shot.
Adiós, amigo. Te fuiste para más allá.
Y para cerrar bien con broche de oro, una modelo. Modelo, you better sponsor me. Salud.